Hey guys, just a quick video today. We're going to talk about Bitcoin and where that's going. Sorry if all you can see in this shot is just my face, but unfortunately this is just the lens that I had on the camera. It's quite sunny today, so I thought I'd take a bit of a stroll around, try and burn some fat. But anyway, let's get on to what we're talking about with Bitcoin. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but when I'm looking at the Bitcoin chart right now, all I'm seeing is just one very big ascending wedge. That's the word. Just a big ascending wedge there, and I'll just show you the chart I'm looking at right there. That's on the daily chart. So I'm expecting the price could well go down. So what I'm going to do is just now go back to the office, take a look at some of the other coins, and just have a general run through all the coins and what I see happening here in the market. Okay then guys, so this is just a quick cheap video, not the usual sort that I do, just to get this information out there. So this here we're looking at Bitcoin, but I'm also going to run through some of the coins which I do on a daily basis now, where I just quickly go through the charts and I'll show you how I do that each day for a lot of the coins that you'll see on Moocharoo Ninja. So this is Bitcoin, and this is what I'm looking at. So I'm looking at this rising wedge formation here. This is on the 4-hour chart. Now we could go to the hourly. Obviously you're not really going to see much on the hourly because it's a bit too far out, but if you come to the daily, you can see here a little bit of a rising wedge formation. However, I say a little bit, if you go to 4 hourly, you can see like 1, 2, 3 points of contact there at the bottom, so you do have a trend. Same here on the top, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 points of contact there at the top. And just look at the way at the top now, you know, it's come up over 10. I know there's a lot of people on YouTube right now talking about how Bitcoin has broken this sort of 10,000 mark and now it's just going to keep going on forever. Unfortunately, just look at the way that's just panning off now and sort of coming back down. A rising wedge like this is a very bearish signal, so there's a good chance we will come down. Okay, and over here on the daily, we can see that there isn't really any crossover coming up here on the MACD. The force index as well, nothing really major to report there. Everything seems fairly okay, other than this little case of divergence. So we've got a very big high here, then it goes lower, yet the price goes higher. And again here, the index has gone lower and the price has gone higher. So a little bit of divergence that could mean the price will be going lower. However, on the MACD, where you'd be looking for that divergence, you know, you don't really see it. So I'm kind of on an edge with Bitcoin. I'm certainly looking out for a pullback, and if it does come down, possibly you're looking at sitting on these highs here around the sort of 7,500 to 8,000, anywhere in that sort of range. Could definitely be where that's going to go. Anyway, let's have a quick look at some of the other coins, and one on there is a very, very good coin which I think is going to absolutely explode very soon. Each day this is what I do, so it gets about 8:30 at night and I'll quickly go through all of the coins. So, you know, just sort of going through one at a time. In fact, that's my timer there, so I'm going to have to do this for real pretty soon. So I'm just going to go through, and again, you're just looking at the Heikin-Ashi, you're looking at going up. You can see here on the MACD, there's nothing to worry about there. Whereas if I go over and have a look at something like ADA, so Cardano, you can see it's popped up really big here, although yesterday I was just telling to people that the MACD had crossed over going lower. So for me, you know, I sold my Cardano. However, it's just exploded and gone up. Sometimes crypto does some crazy stuff that you just can't predict. Sometimes there are just crazy people out there. Let's move on. What else have we got? Okay, and this one is ARDR, ARDR, and you can see again this one is moving up very big against Bitcoin. So all of these are against Bitcoin and not US dollars. So rather than holding Bitcoin right now, there are much better coins to hold other than Bitcoin. However, if you go over and take a look at Litecoin, if it's anything like yesterday, it should be going down, I would have said. But yeah, again, it's spiking up again today. Certainly interesting times we're living in. So we've got another cat here. This is BAT, another coin, and that's coming up as well really, really nicely. No sign of it stopping here on the MACD or on the force index. Everything looks good there. And what about REP? Let's take a quick look at that. We got REP Oh yeah, definitely looking like that could be coming good soon. That's looking okay. So how about this one? Now this is one that I've been spotting has been looking extremely good. This is EOS. So look at the way it's just slowly ramping up there, slowly gaining steam. This is that sort of whip type look. You can imagine that's going to explode and go to the moon pretty soon. So if you're not in EOS, I suggest you might want to buy some. I've never ever been a fan of EOS. This is the first time for me I'm actually invested in EOS. Now what I did want to show you is this is Bitcoin, and just look at the way it whips up. Can you see this sort of whipping motion as it sort of gradually builds up to a massive peak? And as you go back through Bitcoin, or any other coin for that matter, I'm just showing you on Bitcoin, you do have this sort of build up and then the final whip there at the end. And that, from what I can see, seems to be what we're looking at here on EOS right about now. You've just got the beginnings of this whip where we should come up. I don't know exactly where it's going to go to, but I've been certainly buying up over the last few days here and buying some EOS. Is there anything else which is pretty good as well I could mention here? Ah yes, one more for you. Let's take a look at this one. So this one's been doing really well for me this week as well. This is GNT, as in a golem. See if we can get a better one here on Binance. There we go. So yeah, another one which has been performing very, very well. This is Golem GNT. If you don't know what it is, I suggest you check it out. It's been doing very, very good. Again, you look down there on the MACD, doesn't look like it's going to be coming down anytime soon. And go there onto the 4 hourly, it just keeps going up, stepping up and up and up all the way. So who knows where that's going to end, but right now it's looking pretty good. That is it for today. As I said, just a short little video just to give you all a recap and my thoughts on Bitcoin, which is very much like a rising wedge. One thing on that though, if you do go back in the history, so if we go back through Bitcoin, you can see these rising wedges with Bitcoin do happen quite a lot. Mostly, you know, they're going to be coming down to the downside. However, occasionally, let me see if I can find one here. Where's it gone? Oh, something like this. You know, that could have been a rising wedge there. I don't know what it looks like on the 4 hourly. But it just ended up, I've totally lost it now. Sorry, guys. But anyway, yeah, it ended up, the end of that rising wedge was kind of like really, really erratic, and, you know, sort of like this here, you know, where it just goes up crazy and then down, and eventually does go down. But yeah, I don't know where that is. I should have planned that better, shouldn't I? Shame on me. Okay, so yeah, Bitcoin right now, I certainly wouldn't be buying into it right now. There are much better coins that you could be investing in right now, like some of the ones that I've just showed you, some of the ones that are actually going up against Bitcoin. Bitcoin itself, rising wedge formation possibly forming there, so not something that I'd be looking to be investing in right now. Anyway, I've got to go because I've got to go sell off some stocks, and I shall see you all again in next week's video.